Hey guys, what's going on? Today I have Sil sitting in with me and we are featuring Rocken in the Gunbound Academy Explain tutorial. If you guys enjoy the Gunbound Explain series as much as we do, stick around and watch our other Explain videos, or you can watch this one if you want to know more about Rocken. Of course, support us by subscribing, hitting the notification bell, smashing a like, and DMing Sil because he is...
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he's super lonely. Anyways, I get the last word. Shut up. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to the Gunbound Explain series. Today we will be featuring Rocken. And of course, we will always be including the Explain video, which is what you're watching, and also a gameplay just to kind of demonstrate and all that stuff. Sil actually doesn't have Rocken, so I am here with him because I know it will be beneficial for Sil to know Rocken, because there are some tanks that has the same shooting capabilities.
Such as what tank?
Like Lightning. Lightning is one of them. I can't think of many more, but Lightning and Rocken, they're identical. So if you want to know more about Lightning, well, watch this video or watch my upcoming Lightning video. I'm basically making the same fucking video, guys. Anyways, Sil, why don't you start off by telling us, why I think, or why we think Rocken is good.
Well, for pros, HP wise, Rocken have second highest. Ult, his SS is pretty good. It's very easy. It's newbie friendly. Range is probably, well, it's not the best compared to Arrow, but it's also good. AoE, like I said, friendly. It's very beginner friendly. If you miss, you're still going to hit.
Yeah.
It's also a very good SS, a very easy SS for like beginners.
Yeah, exactly. And so moving on over to cons, as you notice, there are not that many cons, but S1, S2, the damage is relatively low. I would personally say it's kind of below average, but the good thing is S2, you have the capability with the AoE, so you can just shoot it up in the sky. Even Sil can land a hit with S2 with his eyes closed. So if he can do it, I'm pretty sure you guys can do it.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Not eyes closed though. I'm wearing glasses.
Oh, okay. Well, at least take out your glasses. I'm sure you can still do it. But with S1, the damage, at best you can maybe achieve over 200, but that's not ideal. But obviously, S1 is for precision shooting, and you don't want to hit your partner if they're close by. And of course, the AoE is another con, mainly because chances are you might hit yourself in the foot. Not a lot of damage, but you still end up hitting yourself. So I'm just gonna have to say that as a con. But anyways, I'm pretty sure you guys already all know that. So let's shut up, Sil. Shut up, Grix, because we're gonna work on the ratio aspect. Let's start. Okay. Starting off with the north wind, we have 33% aka 3-to-1 ratio. So basically, for example, if the wind is 6, +2 aka in front of the tank, and obviously for south, if I say -2, it means aim behind the tank 2 spaces. That's for medium and long range, and for short range, you basically, I don't know why it keeps dimming down. I gotta change the setting. But anyways, for medium and long range, if it is short range, however, you don't have to adjust for 33%, maybe just 15%. But what I do is I just kind of put the crosshair right on them. Anyways, moving on over. Sil, you want to do this one? It's just that easy, bro.
For northeast wind, ratio is 1-to-1, 100%. That's max. And was that X wind count?
Times the wind count.
Times wind count.
Yeah. So if the wind is showing northeast 7, you move the spaces 7.
It's 1-to-1.
Yeah, it's 1-to-1.
Yeah.
So stop asking me. When you see that win, I can tell you
with other tanks
most of the time, but for Rocken, Lightning, it is the same. What about east wind? I'm doing this so that I don't have to tell you the wind count.
It's true for every tank, right? East wind, or west
Not
wind.
every tank, but we're specifically focusing on Rocken, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, like
what's the ratio?
It's a 1-to-1.
All right, so if the wind says 12, how many spaces do we move?
But what if the arrow is moving a little bit? We'll get to there.
No, it depends. Is it moving up or is it moving down, right?
Okay.
But anyways, let's just say if it's perfectly east, whatever the number is, ratio is 1-to-1. So anyways, let's move on. Okay, this is where it gets tricky. I honestly thought the ratio was a little different, but after very vigorous testing, southeast wind ratio is like most standard tanks. Ratio is 2-to-1, aka 50% times the wind count. If the wind is 7, you move it 3.5. If the wind is 12, you move it 6 in front. Can you stop dimming? God damn it! What the fuck? I don't know why. I just started doing this today. But anyways, south wind, it's the polar opposite of north. So like I said, you just move the fucking spaces behind and you kind of know you're divisible by 3, right? Whatever the number is, divide that by 3. So for instance, if the wind says 7, well, guess what? It's 2.33. You can do 2.25 or 2.5. I don't care. They don't care. The game doesn't care. It will land your hit. But if you move it any more than that, let's say if you move it 3 spaces, you're guaranteed going to miss if the wind is 7. Anyways, moving on over. I don't have to explain too much because I'm sure you guys all know this stuff. If you don't, well, slow down, go back, retract, and listen to what Sil and I have to say. What about southwest wind, dude?
Southwest wind ratio is 1-to-1, 100% times wind count. Close range, risky shot position, medium range.
All right, so when I'll demonstrate what close range and medium range is during the gameplay proportion, but just remember what I mean by that is the distance between you and the tank. If you are close, the calculation is different. If you are further, like you're on the opposite side of the maps, then yeah, you're gonna have to reduce that a little bit, and I will explain later again in the gameplay. But if it's for long range, meaning you are, because you gotta know certain maps, there are big maps and small maps, and even though it's hard to tell, well, how do I know if it's big or small? Just look at your tank. Sometimes on a big map, you're gonna notice your tank is a lot smaller, and on a small map, it looks like your tank is bigger, even though the zoom size, they try to make it look the same. Right, so it's just up to you to know whether or not you're on a big map or a small map, because knowing where you are positioned wise is very key for most tanks, because a lot of tanks have different ratio aspects depending on the distance, aka their white line angle. It all comes down to the white line angle, but because GBM is not like GBPC where they give you an angle number like an angle firing number, you just got to count or kind of eyeball what the white line's doing. So anyways, how I always say is look at the ruler first, then look at the white line, then look at the elevation, then back to the ruler, then shoot if you have enough time to do so. But Sil, he goes for the quickest option, which is, bro, what's the count? So if if you have a friend that can do that, sure. But if you don't have a friend,
just don't play the game.
or just know what to do. Anyways, moving on over. Sorry, spending a lot of time explaining, but this is why I am here. All right, moving on. West wind. Okay, so there are a few differences here. West wind is 100% for close, medium range, and all that good stuff. Now, and what I mean by long range, again, I will explain a little bit more in the gameplay. It means literally big map, very far apart. You're going to have to make it 80%. So if the wind is 10, you're going to have to move the spaces -8, right? But if you are within the close proximity, meaning risky shot position or even starting position, that's considered medium range, the ratio is 1-to-1, okay? A lot of tanks, it starts off right off the bat at 80% ratio. But because Rocken and Lightning, let's say, have the extra range that they just have out of the box, you got to account for that extra range. So something to know. But again, I will explain or show you guys in the gameplay later on with Sil. Right, moving on. God, guys, I have to hold my finger on this thing. Otherwise, the screen will go black. I think someone changed my setting. Motherfucker.
Oh, it wasn't me.
I don't know. I feel like it's you, bro.
You know I'm an Android guy. I don't like Apple.
Peasant. Anyways, okay. Northwest wind. This is the wind that really kind of shafts me up the butt because it's so weird sometimes. Because sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's like that, and this is why we need to understand what close range is, what medium range is, and what far range is. Okay, I explained a little bit again. I will do that again in the gameplay. Sil, you want to do the ratio 1-to-1 one?
Northwest wind.
Yeah, northwest, bro.
Northwest wind ratio is 1-to-1, 100% times wind count. For close range, risky shot position. The ruler if the ruler distance is equal to 10 spaces.
Equal or under 10 spaces.
Equal or under.
So meaning if your tank and the enemy tank that you're shooting, just look at the ruler, measure it, because if you open the precision shooting, you're gonna have those red dots right beside the cursor. If it's within one full ruler, aka the plus and the minus sign of the ruler, then yeah, the ratio is considered 1-to-1. You are considered in close range. If you are between 10 or 15 spaces in that range, right? Like one full ruler to 1.5 of ruler, if you're within that distance, that's considered medium range, and the ratio is 4-to-3, which is obviously 75% times the wind count. If you don't know, get Google, get some smart device, and just ask what's 75% of blah, and eventually you will remember 75% of 1 through 12. Trust me, because I'm not good at math, but I can remember that now because Google taught me what 75% of the shit is. Anyway, so moving on to the far range, meaning if the distance from you to the opposite opponent tank is greater than 15 ruler spaces, that's considered far range. It might be a little bit more because I know 15 spaces is considered far range for a standard tank, but Rocken and Lightning, they're not really that standard just because of the added extra range they have. So I would say 15 or even 20 plus spaces if you know, apart, and then the ratio would change to 2-to-1. You might ask, which is 50%. You might ask, Grix, I don't understand why. Well, mainly, again, like I said, it's the white line angle. In the old GB PC, you get an angle firing range. If you shoot within certain, you know, range of the arc, power matters, right? The higher it is, the more the wind has time to push your bullet forward or backward and all that stuff. So you have to account for the firing angle. Still doesn't understand that, which is why he failed Math 12. But that's okay. Okay, we're not here. Did you even make it to 12?
Pre-qual 12.
Jeez.
Pre-calculus 12.
Oh, shit, you're smarter than me.
Exactly.
Anyways.
Sit down.
I am sitting down, motherfucker. Anyways, so yeah, that's just my spill. Moving on over the note, which is how to maximize the SS damage for Rocken. If you want to maximize your damage, make sure the bullet falls down on the opponent tank at 90 degrees, between 90 to 60 degrees. Any less than 60, it means you're kind of straight shooting. When you do that, a lot of bullets will stray and not hit the tank, aka you're not going to get your 400 or 500 damage shot. Maybe you'll get 200, 300, right? But that's not what we want. Unless, yeah, range is an issue, then you just do what you can do. But if you have the ability, make sure you fire it as high as you can just to be within the 60 to 90 degree range of the landing bullet. And again, I will explain and show you in the gameplay. But that is it for Rocken. A little bit different from most standard tanks. We're going to show you a little bit on the gameplay, so stick around, watch that video, and hope you guys enjoy it. Support us by subscribing, hitting the notification bell, smashing the like, and DMing Sil your nasty genital pics. Okay, bye.